Hey guys, it's Bree. So today's video is going to be on organic disposable products. So those of you who know me know I use reusable menstrual products, but I do often get asked a lot of questions about whether I'm very pro-reusable, whether I don't promote disposables at all, or anything like that, and that's not the case. My goal is simply to make people aware of the fact that reusable menstrual products exist, but I'm fully accepting of the fact that not everyone can use reusables due to their situations, financial issues, all sorts of stuff. But there are some other alternatives if you don't want to use the chemically bleached and bad for the environment typical disposables like Always and Kotex, but you can't afford to use the reusables just yet, or for some reason you can't switch, it's not really good for you at that moment. So there is another option. The brand I'm going to talk about today is Natracare, simply because it's the only one I've tried. It's the easiest to get hold of in the UK. So I thought I had some Natracare tampons as well that my mum had. I actually use them, I use a menstrual cup. But I was going to ask her for her opinions, but she doesn't have any at the moment, so I can't show you the box. But these are the ones I have, and these are what I use. They are the mini panty liners. Sorry, the glare from the light. Okay. So it tells you what it is here. It says mini. And I'll read you the different styles they offer, because they offer quite a few things at Natracare. So the mini, the everyday stuff, you have the mini, which is this one. Then they have the curved panty liner, the tanga, which is a thong liner, the ultra thin, the normal, the long, and then organic cotton wipes, which I have right here. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. Then they have tampons. They have both applicator tampons and non-applicator tampons in light, regular, and heavy. Then they have pads, both wings, with wings and without wings, in light, regular, heavy, and extra heavy, probably overnight. That is one of the main benefits, I think, to Natracare, is their heavy ones or their maternity pads, postpartum pads. These are really good if you are planning to give birth in a hospital and you don't want to be, you want to use reusables or cloth pads when you come home from the hospital, but you don't want to use them while you're at the hospital with your postpartum bleeding, then the Natracare would be really good because they don't have the chemicals in them. So it might be something you want to consider if you're watching this video and you are pregnant. So what are the benefits to using, the organic disposables? The organic disposables are biodegradable, which is really good. The typical disposables that you can buy at the shops have plastic backings, and they take about 450 years to break down each. In a woman's lifetime, you will bleed approximately you will contribute as much landfill waste in just your menstrual products as about the equivalent of 2 full, landfill trucks. It's a lot of waste, and you think that takes 450 years to break down, and I think there's something like 2.7 billion menstruating women on the planet at the moment. Think about how much waste that's causing. But these are biodegradable, so I believe these break down in around 6 months to a year, which is a lot better than 450 years. That's because they have, and this is the ingredients in them, they are made from organic cotton, cellulose pulp, and cornstarch, and it's cornstarch from the back, and that's why it breaks down a lot faster. The good thing about Natracare is actually that fact they tell you the ingredients of what is in their pads. I don't think it... and the packaging is recycled cardboard and the carton from inside. Here's what one of their panty liners looks like. This is the mini, as I said before. It's got the Natracare sticker on the back. This is plastic, but I have a feeling it doesn't feel as plasticky as some of the other ones do, so it might be slightly biodegradable, but I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of got these little holes in it, I don't know if you can see that there. Yeah, white. Like every other type of pad. So the Natracare pads are plastic-free, perfume-free, and chlorine-free. You don't really need perfume down there. When you take away the kind of sweaty, plasticky stuff, you won't smell, and also there's no chemicals in this for the blood to react to, so you might get less smells as well. Probably not as little as you would get with a cloth pad or a menstrual cup, but you should get less than you do with the typical ones. So obviously there are quite a few benefits to using the organic disposables, but there are a couple of cons as well. I think the main one for this is that certainly in the UK, these are a lot harder to get a hold of. They're not in the main supermarkets like Sainsbury's and Asda over here, at least I've managed to find one that has them. With the whole stocking range. The only real supermarket that stocks them is Waitrose. Sorry, the main supermarket that stocks them is Waitrose. And even then I struggle to find like some of the brands. There's only 1 or 2 of the panty liners available, maybe 1 of the pads. You really have to get them online. That's kind of a pain because you want to get them at the supermarket. The only one of their products that does seem to be at all the supermarkets that I can find is the organic wipes, which I'd really like actually. These are great even with menstrual cups, because you can just use them to wipe down. They're again organic cotton, and they're made from natural, where's it tell me? Soft and strong, clinically tested, alcohol-free, biodegradable, no SLS, no synthetic preservatives, paraben-free, totally chlorine-free. So basically lots of great stuff. And they're the intimate wipes. So they're good for wiping down your cup, or wiping down if you just want a pad and you want to put a cup or a tampon in. So also the benefits to the organic cotton tampons is that organic cotton doesn't contain viscous rayon, and viscous rayon is what increases the risk of TSS, toxic shock syndrome. There is still a risk of getting TSS with organic cotton tampons, in fact with reusable tampons as well. A lot of people get confused on that. There is still a risk with them, but it's a lot lower than with the typical disposable, other brand disposable tampons. So that's another great advantage to them. But the other disadvantage is that they are a bit more expensive than the typical brands. So over time they will end up costing you more. The thing about these panty liners that I've really noticed is that they don't hold together as well as the typical disposables do. They tend to bunch up quite a lot, which doesn't really bother me because I can't feel it. It's just when I take it off. It does bunch up a bit, so obviously if it's everyday discharge, which is mainly what I use these for, it goes over to the side a bit, so I never feel confident enough to wear one of these as backup to my menstrual cup. I'll always wear a cloth pad, just because they don't seem to have any panty liners with wings available, which is the downside, because I really do need the wings for this thing to stay open. But some people probably won't have that problem. Some people like the curves. I hate the curves personally, they really bunch up, but this is the best one for me, and they're really comfortable, and I'll use these for dancing sometimes just because they are so whisper thin. Ooh, drop it on the floor. So yeah, I would recommend these as everyday panty liners if you don't have enough, cloth panty liners to use at the moment, if you're building a stash, or if you just don't want to use cloth and you want to use the disposables every day. So I hope that helped you. Like I said, it's basically your choice. I do like the disposable organic brands because I think that they still help to promote, all the good stuff, and they're biodegradable, so they don't take up as much space in landfill. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.